Claire T is in the building. It's Shamsing. It was Friday. Oh, what a week it's been. Good Lord. The weather is just ridiculous. You can't make it up for what? Hot, cold, rain, cloud. I mean, had the heating on it, then you're too hot. You can't sleep. I mean, I was talking to a customer today. I said to her, actually, I feel bad for the weather because it doesn't know whether it's coming or going. Inky is in the building. A lot of mercy. Alicia there, Spicy there, Toots. Look, everybody there. Dion is there. Osset is here. Big up Osset. What time, bro? What time? Alex is in the building. Denise is in the building. Lord of his mercy. Smiley, what time gone? What happened this week in the news? What's the banter? What time gone is? It's been crazy. We have to talk about Saka.
Oh, yes.
Young footballer. He must only be like 21 now.
Yeah, 21, 22, but very young.
He was 19 when it was the football penalty thing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And that was only a couple of years ago. So they keep abusing. Anyway, we'll get to that. What else has been going on?
Yeah. So the reporters have come up with, as our usual stance for the day, is the condolence side. So okay. Just pushing out some condolences. But the headline news is the gentleman that we covered last week in our other show, Michael Mosley. He was reported missing in Greece.
Oh, yeah.
And now he's been found. He was actually found dead. And the way that the news conveyed the story is very sad, very, very sad, saying that he lost his way, he got lost, he fell over a side of a wall, and although it's a shallow type of wall, it hid his body from the pathway where he was found. Yeah,
people were walking past him, not seeing that
it was a pathway that they didn't expect to see his body there, and as I said, that he died of natural causes, but the natural causes to me would be sunstroke, because 40 degrees and dehydration. Right? Correct. And the other upsetting thing is when they showed you the wall and the situation of it, he was hundreds of feet away from safety. So there was another resort and a pool of water just there. Had he made that extra walk.
This is live. Michael Mosley's latest BBC documentary airs on TV. Dr. Hell is one of the greatest broadcasters in decades. 6-7-year-old. His body was found on Sunday after a 5-day search on the Greek island of Simi.
Yeah.
And here they had him on camera to a degree. And let's just have a look. The Michael caught on CCTV the day he disappeared. Let's just see what they saw or what was there. So just him with an umbrella. So just before he vanished. So he was shading himself. But there you go, innit? I mean, that's all they have.
Yeah.
7:30, the same day when you fell through. That's why it's good to have a wife, you know. Big up the wife, them. A lot of it. The doctors out of over his phone, making it to nearly impossible for local authorities to find him.
Yeah.
Coast Guard divers scouring the island in hope of finding it. They had dogs as well. Wow. You know, do you know what? That's when you, well, yeah, his wife, obviously,
devastated, and the family's devastated.
You touch base with Gina when you go, you know, just around
to let them know. But the unfortunate thing is he got lost, and it could be that he got lost with dehydration and disorientation.
But he would have said to his missus, he would have said, "Hun, I'll be home in a couple of hours. I'm just going."
Yeah.
So that he's got a clue, isn't they?
Yeah, where you're going.
Yeah, and then straight away she rang the alarm. Normally, for someone to be missing, they have to allow a certain amount of time. I can't remember. I think it's 24, 48 hours.
Yeah, but maybe in Greece, and because he's high profile, if it was like us, probably, I'm just saying us as an ordinary people, normal folks, they're probably 24 hours. But
no, Keith, I think it's a period of time has to go by. Because obviously, remember when there was somebody on the group chat that was missing, and the police they weren't doing much. I think it's like might be even 48 hours. A period of time has to go by before they can say, right, yeah, the person's missing, and therefore they're gonna, because otherwise you could just be at your mate's house, forgot to give a call in, and do you know what I mean? Big up Caroline in the building.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
and that's why, blessing. That's why I think that that's probably in the UK. Overseas, maybe different level of if you're missing, they'll try and search straight away. But it very sad circumstances how he passed. Yeah, and for my it's just don't muck about with the heat. If those sort of degrees are out there, please don't. For the listeners, if you're going on holiday, as you say, let your family know where you are. However, walk with some water, your phone, and just don't go out. Wait to the sunset.
We can get 40 degrees in this country now. I mean, it's happened.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
And you know,
Global warming.
Yeah,
So,
you're not realizing it.
Yeah, so he was oh, it's 24 hours after disappearance. Yeah. So
Okay, so he has to be gone a full. So even for his wife, even though it's like 5-6 hours, I think it was.
yeah,
So she still had to wait before the police would really get involved. It had to be a full 20. Yeah, and that's valuable time in that kind of temperature.
Yeah. You see, so could they? I don't know. This is all hypotheticals now, isn't it? When you say could they, if they didn't wait 24 hours and they went out a bit earlier, could they have? Would they? Could he have been? Could he? You know, so woulda, coulda. It's just
woulda, coulda, shoulda. I mean, obviously, still, you might hear a groan or two.
Yeah. So that was my first one. So yeah,
I showed the picture of him, didn't I?
you did. Michael Mosley, the TV health man. So so he was the first condolence one. There was another one that came out recently this week. Was a Vice President of Malawi, 51-year-old, Salas Chilima, and the former First Lady, Shaneli Zimbari. They died in a plane crash with all 10 members on board.
Wait, say that
the
again?
Vice President of Malawi.
That's a bit suspect, isn't it?
Well, they just said that he was found in the mountain terrains. The plane crashed. So I didn't read it to see if it was bad weather. It just said that he was 51-year-old and Vice President.
Along with 9 other passengers.
Yes. Yeah.
Who might the other passengers have been?
One was the First Lady, the former First Lady. They were traveling on a business, not too far away, 45-minute trip within the African nation. And
It's a bit interesting because remember we was in America, the Super Bowl, and there was an African leader or billionaire whose whole family died in a plane crash.
Yeah.
And here again, plane crash it just seems a bit. Planes don't crash,
Yeah,
planes don't just crash.
Yeah, it's probably the maintenance or something. I really don't know.
No. When you're carrying them kind of people, planes do not just crash. Let me give you an example. When that plane MH, whatever you call it, the Malaysian Airlines, when it went down in the Indian Sea, they got out other planes to go and look for it. I mean, if a plane just crashed, who's going to get in another plane and go and look for the plane that just? You'll be saying planes are not safe. At least you got your hands up tight. You'll be saying planes aren't safe. You're not going to go and search the ocean, flying back and forth like that, looking for a plane. Planes don't just crash. It didn't just crash. That one got shot down. Apparently, Putin shot the plane down because there was somebody on board that he was after. So he just killed everyone. Leisha.
I was going to say I'm on a website called enca.com, and it mentions that the party of the Malawi Vice President Saulos Chilima, who was killed this week in a plane crash on Thursday, demand an investigation. So the Vice President's party is demanding an investigation. because the plane that they were in was a military aircraft on an internal flight, and it crashed into the Malawi's Chikangwawa forest in dense fog. So they're investigating how that happened.
Yeah, but that's my point. Planes, the pilot can't see to fly. When you're in a plane, it's not like you're driving a car, the pilot's looking out the window to turn left and pilot can't see nothing. It's air traffic control. You're at so many thousand feet, the radar sensing whatever else is going on in the area, and you just fly. You can't see. You can't see. So for them to say poor visibility, that's rubbish. Planes they can't see. They're flying at a certain altitude above everything else, and they're just being guided by air traffic, and especially, as you said, Leisha, a military plane. Leisha, can't take it.
Another thing that I'm reading up on here, it says, when we learned about the crash around 2 p.m., we mobilized to search Chikangawa forest, she said. We found only one military vehicle with 9 soldiers searching the entire area, which was inadequate. The search for the vice president was handled as if they were looking for a lost goat.
Yeah, you could tell. So something is going on in Africa. Something's going on in Africa. And I just saw something somewhere where the Dangote, he built an oil refinery, and the lady was asking him why more isn't being done across Africa, because obviously oil is money, and there's a lot of it in Africa. There's a lot of it in Africa. Africa has everything. It has everything. And not the political will, and there are outside entities. He said it. There's outside entities that discourage Africans from mining their natural resources, because of course it'll affect the import and export for these foreign countries. So if you're seeing all these African leaders, not anybody, leaders, suddenly in plane crash back to back, more or less, really. I mean, you gotta know something's going on. And then we hear about Netanyahu talking about Africa, Putin talking about Africa. Come on now. Leisha, your hands up. Part the things.
You know, they speak really well of this vice president online, which is really nice, because he was vice president for a total of 9 years during 2 terms of his political career. And then they said that he built a special bond with the people. So they've got like a 21 day mourning, as in mourning, MOURNING, mourning.
Yeah.
Period for him. So he was 52 years old when he unfortunately passed away in this 51 years old. Very young. Yeah,
very young. Very well, doing very well for himself. Keith's got some hands flying up on his screen. He's obviously
it's prayer hands. Yeah, just to say bless him. Yeah,
it's quite interesting though. There's a plane. It's called Air Force One. It flies back and forth across the planet. You're not going to hear that plane going down.
True. I hear what you're saying. Yeah. Or even the British one that carries the king now.
Yeah. I don't know what they call that.
Yeah.
I don't know what they call that. But you're not hearing that bad boy go down.
No. So so that was the second one. There is a third one. Some people may not know the lady, but I got a feeling whoever's very well into the old So Solid crew, the lady's name was Jennifer Harvey, and that was shared by our member Pinky, who knows the family. And Harvey was one of the very talented dancers in So Solid crew. Harvey, it's his mum that's passed away. Her name was Jennifer Harvey. I think they call it Kamara for 1 minute, Pinky. Kamara for short, or for her nickname, I think they call her that. And the way that if I got it right, she was only 63 years old.
Yeah.
Very sad. So yeah, if Pinky wanted to say something more
Please
than
do.
go ahead.
Yeah, and Kamara is her name. It's not a nickname. Her full name is Harvey. Harvey was her married name. So yes, so it's Jenny Harvey Kamara. Yeah. But she's Sierra
17.
Leone as well as Welsh.
Ah.
Born
It's
in
not-
she's a
Mhm.
Welsh lass, born in Wales, but she's also from Sierra Leone. Her parents were Sierra Leone too. Sierra Leone and
Yeah.
Welsh.
Very, very
And
sad.
yeah, and Harvey was a rapper in So Solid, one of the rappers in there.
So his mom, how old?
I think
It's
he
saying
said,
it's saying that she died in May 18th, and
yeah.
1961 she was born. So
Mhm.
that makes her 63.
Mhm.
Wow.
Yeah.
1961. MC Harvey, innit?
Yeah, MC Harvey.
Was this so this looks like Jennifer Harvey, yeah. Co-creator. You know, wow, Harvey Jr.
Mm.
Yeah.
So they haven't mentioned because they're showing him,
Mm.
Harvey. You got yeah, they're showing him, so MC Harvey. They're not making mention of
His mum.
his mum, no.
Okay. But yeah, she's passed. So we thought that
But it
Ju-
could it be they want to keep it private, like, you know, do you know what I mean? It's not.
yeah, they probably might do, but just because of So Solid crew back in the day was so formidable, you know, 21
Mm.
seconds ago, you know what I mean? And there were so many, there's some great actors, film actors that came out of the So Solid crew. Yeah, that's him. Yeah,
Nice, yeah.
Harvey. Michael, okay. His
That's
birth
yeah.
name, Michael Harvey. Yeah,
Right. Yeah.
Named after his father.
okay.
His
Right.
father was a bodybuilder,
Oh,
Well,
quite
there
a
you
quite
have
a known man. His name was Mike Harvey.
mm.
and so yeah, so there's a mention here, and Jennifer gave birth to Harvey, as Junior, as his grandma calls him. He spent 4 years as a professional footballer as well.
Oh, wow.
But of course, that's more about Harvey, but
Yeah, and his mum.
yeah. But of course, it was him that was the one
Well,
that
his
stayed.
mum was one. She was a very well known youth worker within the community from Wandsworth, Battersea, South London. Very well known woman with the work that she did with amongst young girls. She ran a women's group and also many youth clubs within Wandsworth. We started out together at the Doddington Youth Club, and yeah, we both. Well, I was quite young then. Jenny was young, and so was another guy that worked with us, which we used to call Ray Henry, Sugar Ray.
Mm.
Also another well-known youth worker within our community. And yeah, she did a lot. She did a lot of work for the community. So there's a lot of young people who are grown now. Like, you know, she's grown up like probably two generations of young people. Yeah, so there'd probably be a lot of young people that will be at her funeral come Monday. So yeah,
Yeah, so I
there's a
thought,
loss. It's a
thank you
great loss
very
to the
much.
It's just Monday
community.
coming, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great loss to the community.
Yeah,
And young age,
And
61.
at a very young age. And she
yeah.
was such a loving person as well.
Mm. So that's why I
Wonderful.
thought,
Yeah.
do you know what? We need to, yeah, just to send our condolences to the family through our Shams and Giggles radio listeners so they know. So that was the 3 condolence side, and there was just a get well one that I had, but most people probably won't realise and recognise this gentleman, Allan Hansen, a famous Liverpool footballer. He's really sick. They say seriously sick in hospital. Yeah, so that's Allan Hansen. So
Is that the name rings a bell?
yeah, he's very famous, slim, TV presenter or sports presenter.
And he's in hospital because of what?
But they didn't say, they just said he's gravely, seriously ill in hospital. So when they say that, it's, yeah.
You're in trouble.
Yes, yes. That's the word that they use, very seriously ill.
Oh, he's a commentator as well.
Yes, on the
Oh,
sports.
man.
Yes.
No
Allan
way,
Hansen.
him.
Yeah,
He's a young lad as well, though.
yeah, yeah.
68, former Liverpool captain.
That's well done,
Liverpool
Denzel.
captain as well.
Yeah. Well
Match
done.
of the day pundit for about 20 years, and his very famous comment was when Manchester United played all Beckham and all the young kids. He said, and it's still quoted to this day, "You win nothing with kids." And of course, Man United went on to win the title, about another 5 more after. But I'm a huge
That's
Liverpool
when Giggs. Was that when Man United was with Giggs?
Giggs, Beckham, Scholes, but
yeah.
The
Andy
class
Cole.
of 94.
The lineup was beautiful, though, wasn't it?
Andy Cole wasn't part of that.
He wasn't.
Cole
Okay.
This was 1992.
And you felt like something was gonna happen back there. And let's give Allan a quick mention because he's been around a long time. Here we go.
Released a statement saying that club legend Allan Hansen, former Scotland international as well, is seriously ill in hospital. Let's bring you the words of that club statement. Liverpool say the thoughts and support of everyone at Liverpool FC are with our legendary former captain Allan Hansen, who is currently seriously ill in hospital. A defender of the utmost elegance, Hansen's outstanding raft of honours across a 14-year spell with the Reds after he joined from Partick Thistle in 1977 included 8 league titles, 3 European Cups, 2 FA Cups and 3 League Cups. Jockey, as he was known by teammates, is in the top 10 for all-time appearances for the club, having played 620 matches. And the Scottish centre-back also served as Liverpool skipper for 4 seasons. The club is currently in contact with Allan's family to provide our support at this difficult time, and our thoughts, wishes and hopes are with Allan and all of the Hansen family. We will provide any further updates as we receive them in due course, and we request that the Hansen family's privacy is respected at this time.
Him there with Kenny Dalglish and the lads by the looks of things, isn't it?
Dalglish is his best friend.
Oh, well, there you are. Dalglish's been around for a while. Hey, he's been around for a while.
So those were my condolences and me update for best wishes for the Hansen family. So just thought that we'll get it out there. The other report that I wanted to bring to the table is a congratulations side of things, is the Great Britain's athletics champions team, European Championships team. Dina Asher-Smith and crew. Brilliant, winning gold medals at her tender age. They've done very well.
Dina Asher's tender age?
Yes.
Oh,
Well, she's still making gold. She's still beating people.
True that.
Yeah, and in total, the British team got 13 medals and 4 gold medals.
Oh, is it a women's 100 meter?
Yeah, and the men's, we'll talk about the men's afterwards, but the lady, the women's, and there was other runners doing other great things in that European championship, getting ready for the Olympics.
You know, Dina's been around for a minute, hasn't she? And well deserved, needless to say. It's quite amazing. And of course, where are we? They defend gold. So this European thing it's an ongoing thing, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's I think it's nearly finished, if I'm correct, because they'll be getting ready to sort themselves out for the Olympics.
Oh wow. Well, there you are. I mean, you can't keep up with it. Actually, I'm trying to look for the I'd love to see her run the 100, but
I think it is in there. BBC might have it. I think I found it on BBC.
Moves out of her own with 6 of the best. No, it's not on. It's not showing on BBC. Showing the relay, Sky Sports.
Yeah.
I'd like to see her run the 100 though. It's that Jamaican girl that wins the 100 every time.
Yeah, I don't know if they showed the 100, but the relay was definitely on there.
Yeah, so they're only giving highlights. They're not really giving the full Monty here. It's just highlights that they're giving here. Here, look, they I mean, they've done well. Congrats to all of them.
Yes.
And there's Dina there with the rest of the crew. Great Britain. It's interesting that Spa. You remember the little corner shop called Spa?
Yeah, oh yeah, Spa, the shop, yeah.
Well, they seem to be the sponsors for the Great Britain team.
Yeah.
which
And
is great.
the men came last.
Eh?
They fumbled. They fumbled. No, but listen, they're a fast team. They're a very fast team, but young. But they fumbled their baton, and certain runners didn't run to their capability. They don't know what happened, but it happened, and they near enough. I think it was last. They came last. They're shocked.
But you know, the thing about it, you know, the men's, you can't compare the men's team, you know, to the women's team, because it's a different element, isn't it? To be fair.
No, but the men were always up there. They're up there with first, second, or third at least.
Normally they're up.
The women are doing so much more better in sports on the GB than the men. The women are doing far more better, even in the football.
Yeah,
you know, from
true.
track and field. You know, from canoe. You know, from rowing. You know, we're you know, boxing. We're lacing it, isn't it?
Yeah, you know, but again, you can't compare. That's what I'm saying. You can't compare because the women did, the men did. Do you know what I mean? It's not a women against men thing. They're all in it together, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, so the men haven't done as well. I don't think they've given it the full. It's not got the attention it deserves, really.
Well, to think that Spar's sponsoring them, it's very hard to get sponsors. And it's very hard for them, even as sports people.
Yeah.
England is the worst, to be honest, for sport. Britain is the worst for taking, you know, for sponsorship and that, really, you know, and compared to other places in Europe, we're the worst. We don't really, you know, it takes a lot. So a lot of them sometimes have to put their own energy in there, their own money.
Makes you wonder, what did it cost to sponsor them then? You know, that's, you know, here they are, 100 meters. Look, Spa is all over the. Spa's big in Europe. When we went to Fuerteventura, it was Spa.
Spa. Yeah.
That was a local shop. That was a local shop we went to. Good Lord, let's see them run. Let's see them run. Look, have a look. There we go.
So eyes on Asher Smith, doesn't get the best start at all. In fact, it was very poor. Now starting to come through on Dosso, with Spavoda fighting as well. Asher Smith by a narrow margin. But she does it.
Gold.
Did you see that?
Gold, yeah. Yeah,
so
she don't ramp.
She didn't get, let's just watch, it only takes a few seconds. Let's watch it again. She didn't get the best start.
Yes, she is. No, she didn't. In fact, it was very gets in there, girl. Dig in.
Dosso with Spavoda fighting as well. Asher Smith by a narrow margin.
Go on, girl.
But she does it. And what a look on her face.
Don't run with 100 meters. That's what they're running it. The 100 meters, don't run.
I'm sure she's from Birmingham.
Who can answer that question, Spice?
After the break.
Well, you know, we do have to go to break.
Sure,
it's very essential. And I'm glad it got mentioned. Sometimes we just get carried away talking.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
You know, the conversation just tends to be flowing. We've got Denzel in the building. I mean, what do you expect? What I should say is that I just want to make sure that everyone can hear. Shamps and Giggles, we do this every week. History, news, views, and reviews from a Black perspective. We'll be back after these books. Pour yourselves a drink. A lot of it, man. Okay.
Yo, but B, these girls, right, in this fast right challenge, this is crazy. Yo, wanna watch this now? Shall I watch this? You tell me that is real. Fast fight. Guys are fast fight.
Yeah.